Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So apparently, just recently, Debarge has gotten himself into some trouble. Apparently and allegedly, I had to say allegedly for YouTube and other reasons. He first got into some trouble because of some expired tags on his car. Now, he wasn't running through red lights or stop signs or making illegal U-turns or nothing like that to get, pulled over by the cops. He was just parked at a gas station, and apparently, allegedly, the cops just happened to notice the expired tags on his car. Newsflash, everybody, if you haven't, make sure that your, tags on your car inspection sticker is up to date, because they do be looking at that stuff sometimes. And if you're, DWB, driving while black, you definitely don't need another reason to be pulled over in today's society. But anyways, make sure your stuff is up to date. But anyways, they just happened to see, his expired tags on his car, and then that led them to search his car, which they then found an expandable metal baton, which apparently is an illegal weapon, which I didn't know that was classified as an illegal weapon. But he had that in his car. And then he also allegedly had some substances in his car that allegedly may have been narcotics. And it doesn't even stop there. Unfortunately, he didn't even have a valid driver's license. So that just, he just got into all kinds of trouble because of that. Now, even though, like I said, he wasn't, running through no reds and doing illegal U-turns or illegal car maneuvers. So why, some people are wondering, so why in the world were the police just looking at his parked car to be able to even, see that he had expired tags anyways? And yeah, I guess you could ask that, but at the same time, nobody knows what frame of mind he was in at that moment. So them pulling him over, or seeing those tags and then them saying, okay, well, we gotta arrest you now because of, allegedly, because of XYZ, might have actually helped him, if y'all get my drift. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not the first time, to my knowledge, that he has had an issue with substances, allegedly, and addiction, whatnot. And it's sad to see, because there's a lot of people who struggle with this kind of stuff. And there's sometimes not a lot, of people out there encouraging people to get help. You've got to understand, as an adult, people go through stuff and they turn to substances. I've always, at least tried to on this channel, discourage that, because, the substances, they don't do anything but make it worse. Yeah, at the moment they can, numb the pain or help you escape reality, but it only works for what, a couple of minutes, and then it messes up your body. If it's alcohol, it's corroding your liver, making your body acidic, and if it's drugs, your lungs are going down the drain. And I get it, I'm not saying it out of a, uppity perspective or to throw stones or condemn or judge. I'm saying it as a person who, like I said, it's sad to see people going through this stuff, who I feel like sometimes they just need people to say, hey, if you have an issue, if you have an issue, you need to get help. I've always promoted therapy and talking to Jesus. Okay, it might sound funny to some people when I say it like that, but I am serious though. Therapy and the Most High, like, those are the only things, the only two. Those are the only routes you can go to help with some of the stuff that's is going on now in people's lives. And sometimes people, like I said, they don't have people in their lives who help them deal with this. They don't have people who they can go to. They don't have people they can trust. They don't have people that are worried about them in their immediate family or, friends group to tell them, hey, you've been, doing some stuff that's, making me nervous. I think you might need, some therapy, or to talk to somebody, or or to have somebody to come to them and be like, look, we're going to do something. We're going to have an intervention. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk. But you can't keep going at the rate that you have been going. And so I'm going to be that person today. If you have a problem, and you have to acknowledge that you have a problem. I know it sounds like a cliche, but that's one of the first steps of getting help. And that goes for any addiction. Anybody who has one, you have to acknowledge that you have a problem first. You got to see the problem. Therapy and God can't help you with a problem you won't even acknowledge that you have. So you need to acknowledge the problem, and then you need to acknowledge that you need help, and then you need to go get that help. So I'm encouraging anybody who might be struggling with anything, like I said, any kind of addiction, because they take multiple forms. It's not just drinking and smoking. It could also be explicit material. I can't say the actual word on here because doggone YouTube, but explicit material, or you could have like a sexual addiction. It comes, like I said, in multiple forms, but you got to acknowledge that you have a problem first. And sometimes it's hard to do that when you like the addiction. You know, it's easy to be like, oh, I hate doing this. I'm going to get help. But it's hard to confront that whenever what you're doing, you like it and you like how it makes you feel. And you don't want to get help because you want to keep doing it. That's what makes it so hard to get out of it. And once you get caught in that cycle, better believe it is hard to get out. But at some point in time, you got to put your foot down. You've got to exert some kind of willpower, because sometimes that's what it boils down to. You being determined and using the strength and your own choice and willpower and saying, this is going to be hard. I don't want to stop because, like I said, I like the way it feels. I like the way it makes me feel. But I'm going to do something because this is ruining my life. So you gotta make that decision yourself. You know, that's on you. That's not on anybody else. You know, it starts with you. You know, it sucks, like I said, that some people don't have anybody to be there with them through the process, because that helps. But, you know, it starts with you and your decision. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel respectfully down in the comments below.